and welcome to the SQL Power Suite demo.
In the next portion, we will demonstrate how to build a simple form in our designer facility. Begin by creating a new return. By clicking the plus button in the Projects menu, we'll select Create Document. This will bring up a pop-up to give the return a name. After entering the name, this will bring up the Return menu. The Return menu is where we select defaults for returns, such as the language the return would be in, or the units we're going to capture in the form. Once we've set our defaults, we're going to make a new schedule. This can be done by right-clicking the return we've just created and selecting Create Schedule. Once the schedule is created, we will right-click to rename the schedule. Now that we've created the return and the schedule, we can begin building the form. We can do this by dragging in objects from the taxonomy panel in the bottom left, or for users that are new to the system, we can drag them in using the toolbar on the right-hand side. This toolbar has fields that have been pre-configured with various formatting. This includes a label, a string input field, a numeric field, a drop-down, a monetary field, a percentage field, a date field, among many others. For this case, we'll use the menu on the right. Begin by dragging an input field to enter the user's name. We'll also drag in a field to capture the user's total income using the monetary field. We'll also make sure to enter the currency we prefer to use. Lastly, we'll give the form a header by entering into the label at the top of the screen. To test our work, we can use our test mode feature. To do this, we can right-click on the return and select Send to Test Forms. This will bring up the form in your default browser, and you can test the form that we built in real time. You can enter some of the values within the form to ensure it is functioning as we intended. Now that we're satisfied with the form, let's include a multi-row table. Returning to our designer facility, we'll drag in from our taxonomy section. I've made a custom taxonomy with a cube, which is what we use to build larger tables. We'll drag the cube into the form, and it will bring up an editor to set up the axis of our table. Once we set up the table, we'll click OK, and the table will appear on our editor. We'll save and send to test forms again, and we can now see the multi-row table has been added.
In the next portion of this demonstration, we'll cover how to design a business process using our Power Designer. The Process Workflow Editor in our Power Designer is equipped with a set of task objects to design and visualize process workflows. Workflows can be easily created by dragging task objects into the design area and linking them with transitions. Let's take a look at a trust license application process as an example. In this case, submitting an application will start the process. Upon submission, users will be prompted to electronically sign and pay an application fee. Once that's been completed, a notification will be sent to the analyst, who can then make a manual decision to approve or reject this application. Upon approval, a license certificate will be generated and a final notification will be sent back to the applicant before ending the process. Users can easily revise an existing process. In this case, we will add an option for submitters to appeal an application rejection. First, let's drag in the manual decision task and double-click on it to open its editor. In this view, we can edit the text and options that are available to the submitter. Next, we'll drag in transitions to connect the new task to the application process. Let's say if an appeal is requested, we want the analyst to convene a board meeting. To do so, we can drag in the meeting task object and configure it accordingly. Once the meeting is held, we want the appeals process to be launched. To do so, simply drag in the process task and select from a list of available processes. When revisions are complete, we'll click on Save and click on the Publish button from the main menu. Once a process is published, it will be immediately ready to use in the SQL Power Suite web portal. If you have any questions or would like to explore the solution further, you can contact us by email at info@sqlpower.ca or visit our website.